दीन दुख हारी राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम, राधे राधे श्याम श्याम श्याम। भक्ति भक्ति हम रहे पुकारे, बिना भक्ति हम दास तुम्हारे। सुनहु पीर दुख हारी राधे श्याम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम।
श्री राम
जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय राम। श्री राम जय राम, जय जय।
Oh, it's now 10 o'clock. We'd like to wish everyone a happy Father's Day from all of us, all the Vishnu Mandir devotees, family, far and wide. We ask that all fathers, wherever they are, may they enjoy a happy day. And for those of us who are unfortunate not to have our fathers here, we hope that they are in a warm place today. Kayena vacha manasendriyarva buddhyatmana va prakriti svabhavat karomi yat param Narayanayate samarpayami Sri
Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath
Narayana Vasudeva
Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare
He Nath Narayana Vasudeva
He Nath Narayana Vasudeva He
Nath Narayana Vasudeva
Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath
Yana Vasudeva
Jivve pivasva mritameta deva
Govinda Namo Dharmadhaveti
Govinda Damodar Madhavete
Govinda Namo Dharmadhaveti
Vikketu kama kilakopakalya Horari padar pita chitta vritti Dikammo havashadavochat
Govinda
Sab koi
Namo Dharmadhaveti
Govinda Damodar Madhavete
Govinda Namo Dharmadhaveti
Krishna Radha वरगोकुलेशा गोपाल गोवर्धन दात विष्णु जिह्वे पिबस्वामृतमेतदेवा
गोविन्द नामो धर्मार्थवेदी
ओ गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेते
गोविन्द नामो
धर्माधवेते गोविन्द दामोदर माधवे ओ शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं वेगवर्णं शुभङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगी हृदय ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरौ सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. Sharanagati, we pray and we surrender ourselves to the feet of Bhagavan. Dharmadishtosme nachatmavedi. O Prabhu, I do not know any dharma. I do not know how to meditate. I do not have bhakti on your divine lotus feet, Prabhu. All I can say, I try to surrender, but so many things prevent me from surrendering. Allow me to surrender to your feet, Prabhu. Dadharmadishtosminachatmavedi na bhakti mandva charanadabinde akincha analya gati sharanya tvatpadamulam sharanam prapadye. Sri Krishna Govind Hare Murare
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
Sri Krishna Govind Hare Murare
He Nath Narayan Vasudeva
Prabhu Tere Sharana Prabhu Tere Sharana.
Teri Sharana Prabhu Teri Sharana.
Today we supplicate ourselves to the feet of the Lord. Being Father's Day, we pray and we ask that wherever our fathers, wherever they may be, who knows? Fathers, grandfathers, uncles, all your pitas. Tere Sharana, Prabhu Tere Sharana.
Teri Sharana Prabhu Teri Sharana.
Teri Sharana mein aaya hoon.
Teri Sharana mein aaya hoon. Teri Sharana Prabhu Teri Sharana. Teri Sharana Prabhu Teri Sharana.
नवजल लहरी और नदिया गहरी नवजल लहरी. The waves are huge and the ocean is deep. नवजल लहरी और नदिया करमन वेग बहाया हो.
करमन वेग बहाया हो. तेरी शरण प्रभु तेरी शरण. तेरी शरण प्रभु तेरी शरण.
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम.
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम.
हरे राम 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 हरे राम
राम राम सीता राम राम राम. हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम.
हरे राम 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 सीता राम राम राम. हरे राम राम सीता राम राम राम.
हरे राम 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 सीता राम. Today is Father's Day all over the world. And on Father's Day, we remember how great our fathers have been to all of us. Our mothers are kind, our mothers look after the home, she cooks, etc., etc. But if you look at the mother's wardrobe and the children's wardrobe, you will see new clothes. But when you look at your father's wardrobe, pate kurta, pate dhoti, sab cheez pate means in his almari, they're only old clothes. Because he knows he has to be the one. Our fathers did not know this word then. He is the one that has to budget for the house. The wife will spend all the money, the mother will spend all the money, children will spend all the money. But fathers know that when it comes to him to buy a shoes, wohi chalenge. This is a father's love. A father's love is strength. Even when you are married and you're away in your home and you know your father is there, you know there's a strength. There's a strength that you can rely upon. There's a strength that you can go back to. There's a strength that you can call upon at any time. And he will answer the cause. A mother will wipe your tears. You go on a bicycle, you fall off. The mother will come up. Mera bacha. But the father will say, get up or go on, ride again. You ride again. Because what the Father wants to install in us, the Father wants to install into us strength, courage, bravery. First day at school, you are among Ajnabi strangers. You cry, you come home, your mother is there. Your mother is crying all the time, but the first day at school, your mother is crying at home. Your mother is crying at home, and the father says, hey, Pugly, He has to go to school. Not that the father is not worried about it, but the father has that inner strength not to show any outward cowardice, but to show he's the one, he's the root. If there's a tree, the father is the root. The mother may be the flowers and branches and fruits, etc., but the father is the root. And that root will suffer through drought. It will suffer through floods. It will suffer through rainy season, but he will make sure that there's roti for you when you get home. He may not have any, but he'll make sure that you have. And when he makes sure that you have, he will say to the mother, let's encourage them. Let's encourage them. They have to grow up. They have to be strong. You can't just be crying behind them. This is the strength of the father. The father is one that no matter how the chips are down, and no matter how much he has to go, and you need a new book, you need new clothes to go to school, the term is just starting, and you say to your father, I don't want to wear this old clothes again. I want new clothes. I want new shoes. I want new book bag. I want new pencils. I want new pen. The father has no money. You know what? He will go and get it. He will go and get it. This is the love of a father. A father's love is a father and mother combined together. Father and mother combined together. And you can never, ever, please remember, you can never, ever repay that father of yours. Never, ever. No matter what you do, you can never repay him. You'll always be indebted to him. Son is translated as putra, putra in Sanskrit. But a putra is only a putra when he does the pitri karma for his father. A putra, putra means son. A putra is not a putra if he does not do the anteshti and post-anteshti karmas. Uska naam hai putra. Otherwise, not putra. You can call him son, but not putra. Putra means jisko पिताजी को जो श्राद्ध इत्यादि, whatever श्राद्ध etc. that you do, जो कर्म है वो सब वो करेंगे, तब उसका नाम पुत्र है. A putra is only when he has done his father's shraddha and his father's karma. No matter how many brothers there are, every brother must do the karma for their father. Every single brother. Not just touch one hand, touch the other hand. No, every brother must do it. This is the importance of putra. And that father, when he goes to heaven, when Sri Ram had finished and conquered Ravan, he went into the river and was giving Tilanjali to his father. What happened? Dashrath came with his hand to take it. And then the rishis and saints and sages says, people will never believe this. He came with his own hand to take the offering. When you offer anything to your father, no matter what you offer to your father, he'll always receive it with love. He'll always receive it with kindness. He will never tell you, oh, well, this does not taste good, that does not taste good. Your father is one that is always, no matter how harsh he is with you, and harsh he is with us from time to time, either because we have fallen short in his eyes. In his eyes we have fallen short. He is harsh with us from time to time. But under that harshness is a deep love. I want my child to be better than what he is or she is. I want my child to grow up strong in this world. हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तो ईश्वर प्यारा
दुनिया में एक सहारा हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा
हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तो ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा हे जगत
पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा
बचपन में होश न आया है
पाप
कमाया है
बचपन में होश न आया है
जीवन में पाप कमाया है
जाओ कहाँ
जो मुझको मारा दुनिया में एक सहारा बोलो
हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा
दिल मेरा तो यह कहता है तो मन मंदिर में
रहता है
दिल मेरा तो यह कहता है तो मन मंदिर में
रहता है
दिन रात भटकता रहा मैं घर घर मारा
दुनिया में एक सहारा हे जगत पिता भगवान हमें दो ज्ञान तू ईश्वर प्यारा दुनिया में एक सहारा
So, we can never stop loving our fathers. If they are alive, great. Even if they are gone, we can never stop loving them. And every time we come and we try to do some prayers, always remember your pitras. Always remember your pitras, because it's your pitri's blessings. It's your pitri's blessings which will make you successful in this world. You do not have to be rich. You don't have to be rich to be successful. What is success? Success is known as contentment. When the mind is free, when there's nothing in the mind, when the mind is completely free from everything, and nothing can sully your mind, the mind is free, and that happens only when we have the blessings of our pitras. That is why we have Pitri Paksh. At least if you don't remember your father during the year, hopefully in Pitri Paksh, you'll call a sadhu in your home, or a Brahmin, or a Pandit, or somebody. Feed them a little bit. Give them some dakshina, although you might not believe in it, you give them some dakshina, whatever the case may be. Because the pitras, they when you take the food out, how do they eat? They eat with their smell. They eat with their smell. And it's very important that we must do this. And to keep our mind sharp, and to keep our mind focused. This thing, Baita Masum ka shaitan hai, but I love you, Daddy. How does it go? Tu mera dil, tu meri jaan, मैं मासूम, मैं शैतान, but I love you, Daddy. Tu mera dil, tu meri jaan, but I love you, Daddy. You said, boy is singing in the film that you might think that I'm a shaitan, I'm a devil, but I know you love me, Daddy. Is that true? So no matter how much of a shaitan you are, no matter how much of a devil you are, but you can always rely on your Father. And the Father is a person who's like a, like when you have an arrow in the quiver, he is like that. So he says in this beautiful chopai from Ramcharitmanas, Amala Achala Manatrona Samana Rama Jananeya Masile Mukhanana. This is taken from Lanka Kand, Ratha Ravana Rati Biratha Raghubira, that's Chopai. After Doha 79. Amala Achala Manatrona Samana Amala Achala Manatrona Samana Savajamane Yamasile Mukhanana.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Kawacha Abheda Rama, Kawacha Abheda Vipra Guru Puja, Kawacha Abheda Vipra Guru Puja, Yehi Samabhijaya Upayana Duja. Oh,
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama.
Kawacha Abheda Rama, Kawacha Abheda Vipra Guru Puja, Kawacha Abheda
Vipra Guru Puja.
Ye Sababhijaya Upayana Duja, Ye Sababhijaya Upayana Duja. Shri Ram
Jai Ram, Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram.
Kawacha Abheda Vipra Guru Puja. That shield that will prevent wounds from coming to you, wounds of the world from coming to you, is by your doing puja to your Guru. Vipra Guru Puja. Vipra, Brahmanas, your pitras. Today, when people die, I always hear people say, Is it necessary to do 10-day and 30-day or 12 days a case, maybe? Is it necessary? Can't we just do one little shortcut and knock it out quickly and finish? When your father was bringing you up, he was not taking any shortcut. Right? When he was bringing you up, he was not taking shortcut. He takes a shortcut, but he makes sure that you are well provided for. So when he dies, you say, all these things, I don't believe in it. Do we have to, can we do everything the same day as a cremation? Let's do everything the same day. Finish. But our Shastra says that you have to do 10th day and 12 or 30 day, depending upon your kul, your riti, whatever you do. And because the Pitras have to go to their special place. And there is a special place. And Pitras are more powerful when they become Pitras than when they are living. That is why they can bless you. And that is why we must make sure that we don't cut short all these things that we are cutting short. We should not. Because they didn't cut short for you. Why are you cutting short for them? How can we be happy? Our fathers have done so much for us. Yet at this time, 2 days you can't give for your father or mother, as the case may be. We can't do it. We say, what? No. And there are pundits who encourage these things. Fire upon them. They're no good as pundits if they encourage these things. No good. Absolutely no good. They are commercial pundits. Those who encourage these, which pundits ever encourage this? They are commercialized pundits. You have to tell them, no, this is not the way. But when you got to stretch out your hand and look for whatever you give, well, whatever comes, let it go. Vipra Puja, you have to do it. Kavachaya Veda Vipra Guru Puja Kavachaya
Veda Vipra Guru Puja
Yei Sava Vijayana Pahana Duja Bolo Sitaram, 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 Sitaram.
Sitaram, 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 Sitaram,
Sitaram, Sitaram, Sitaram. Let us measure our richness in the terms of our contentment. Let us not measure our richness by how much we have in the bank, how much trillion or billion or whatever the case. People have so much money, the bank can't take it, yet they're unhappy. Either the child is on drugs, they are unhappy because of this, they want more, they can't get this, they can't get it. It's a disease. Contentment is one of the richest virtues that we can have in this world. And to be contented is to be happy. To be discontented is to be unhappy. You are not contented with what you have. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want the other. How come she has got it and I can't get it? No. You be contented with what you have and then everything will come your way. Everything like faith. Faith will come your way. And there's a beautiful quote there. You can become kind. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. But that can only happen when you have that compassion in your heart, when you have that daya in your heart. Daya dharamaka moola hai, naraka moolaya bhiman, tulasi daya na chadiye, जब तक घत में प्राण, जब तक घत में प्राण. You develop a faith. You know how Rabindranath Tagore defined faith? His definition of faith? Faith is the bird that feels the light of day. The day is not yet light. You know, those of us who grew up in the countryside, in Guyana, Trinidad, India, etc., the rooster will crow even before the light of day comes. Is that true? As a matter of fact, back home, the alarm is usually the rooster. When the rooster crows, then they know it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, because every time the 3 o'clock crow is different, the 4 o'clock crow is different, the 5 o'clock crow is different. The light is not there, but the rooster crows. You know why? The rooster feels the light of day. It feels the light of day and sings, even when the dawn is not yet bright. That is the faith we must have. And when we have that faith in us, that contentment will come to us. And when that contentment will come to us, our pitris can, when that contentment will only come to us when our pitris bless us. If your pitris don't bless you, you can never have contentment. You'll have everything. Contentment you will not have. So that is why you have to go to India to see what contentment is. You go to India. You don't go to Ambani. You don't go to all those big people, Tata and so forth. But of course, Tata is a different person. Tata is a great personality. He gives so much of his wealth away. They're different. But you go to where the sadhus are. You go to Kedarnath. You go to Badrinath, far up in the mountains. They sit in the cold, way up in the mountains. Oh, how contented they are. You know how you measure a person's contentment? By the amount of silence he observes. Silence teaches us everything. When you have that silence, you can feel the other's soul in you. When you have silence. Silence. And we are told that we must try to be silent. When that silence comes to us, that peace will come to us. When that peace will come to us, that contentment will come to us. The problem with the world is that intelligent people are full of doubts. Intelligent people are full of doubts, while stupid ones are full of confidence. The problem with the world is that intelligent people, why you pray to the Murti? Why you do Abhishek? Why you use so much milk? Why do you use so much flour? Why do you do this? Why? Because you're too intelligent. The problem with the world is that intelligent people are full of doubts, while stupid ones are full of what? They are full of confidence. Because, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. So, stupid people, always confident. And those who are intelligent, they always want to know why. Why? 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 Does science back this up? Well, science doesn't back it up. You just have to have that faith. And when you have that faith, then you will be like what? Kavachaya Veda Vipra Guru Puja Kavacha Abheda Vipra Guru Puja Ye Samabhijaya Upaya Naduja
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Bolo Sitaram 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 Sitaram
Sitaram Sitaram Sitaram Sitaram
Ram, Sita Ram. Thank God, in the English calendar we have Father's Day. But in the Hindu calendar, there's no such thing as Father's Day. Kyunki every day is Father's Day. Prata Savaya Uthakara Raghunatha Prata Savaya Uthakara Raghunatha Guru Pitu Mata Tavavahi Mata.
जय गुरुदेवा सद्गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा सद्गुरुदेवा.
Where you have contentment, where you have confidence, you'll always be happy with the situation that you are in. The raven is a blackbird, sitting on the tree, and he says, oh, no one likes me. I am so black. I wish I would be white like the swan. So he was crying. And while he was crying, a sadhu was under the tree meditated. A tear dropped on the sadhu's cheek. Sadhu looked up and said, Raven, what's the problem? He said, oh, Sadhu, nobody likes me. Look at the swan. What a beautiful white color it has. So he said, can you change me to a swan? He said, yes, I can change you. But first you go check out to the swan. See how happy and contented he is. So the raven went to the swan and said, Swan, look how white you are. You are as pure as milk. You look so happy. I would like to be like you. The swan says, Raven, look at me. I only have one color. I am so unhappy with my color. He said, oh, look at the parrot. The parrot has so many colors. Like when some of the ladies come to the temple, they have green, yellow, red, white, all one dress, outfit. I have all that. So he says, go check with the parrot. So Raven went to the parrot. He said, Parrot, you have so many colors. You must be very happy. He said, no. I'm not happy. They just waited to catch me. And when they catch me, they put me in a cage. Because everybody wants a parrot in a cage. He said, I am not happy. You must go and look at the peacock. The peacock is very happy. So he went to the peacock. Peacock was in a zoo. And the peacock, same story. Peacock says, you think I'm happy? They pluck my feathers. And do you know how painful it is? And they put me in a cage. So, Raven, you are the happiest person. You fly wherever you want. You go where you want. People pay no attention to you. And at Pitri Paksh time, you get so much to eat. So the raven came back, told the sadhu, I don't want to be anything else. I just want to be a raven. In other words, be contented where we are. As we go into meditation now, we talk to God in our hearts, and we sit as comfortable as we can. Take a deep breath in and out. I just watch the flow of your breath. Too loud. It's too loud. It's too loud. Watch the flow of your breath on the tip of your nose. In and out. Focus on the inside of your heart. Focus with such a beam of ray, such a beam of light. Focus straight down into the middle of your heart. And there see your Bhagwan. as if you're standing by the ocean side and you hear the rumbling of the waves. Your mind is as rumbling as the waves. But if you dive deep in the ocean, it's all calm and serene. So dive deep within yourself. Breathe in and out. Focus the mind in the center of the heart or the center of your forehead. Deep breath in and out. I am by the ocean. I am deep down below the waves. All I can see around me are fishes, shells, etc. No noise. I am calm, Prabhu. I am ready to receive your blessings. He Krishna Gopala Hare, He Dina Daya Hare, He Krishna Gopala Hare, He Dina Daya Hare. Talk to that Lord Krishna. Tum karta, tum hi karana, tum karta. You are the doer. You are everything. Tum hi karana. He Parama Kripala Hare, He Dina Dayala Hare, He Krishna Gopala Hare. Talk to God. Ask Him to bless your fathers where they are. If your fathers are here, ask Him to bless them. He Krishna Gopala Hare, He Dina Dayala Hare. Keep focus. Focus, focus. Remove all different thoughts. Thoughts are coming to you. Tell them to wait. You'll look after them afterwards. Just keep the mind calm. Edina Daya Hare. Father, wherever you are, He Krishna Gopala Hare, He Dina Dayala Hare. Talk to God. In your silence, talk to Him. You have given me everything, Prabhu. You have given me life. Life which cannot be bought. Life which can never be replaced. You have given me that life, Prabhu. You have given me my brain to think, my heart to feel, my eyes to see, my lips to sing your praises. Can I repay you? I can never repay you. Feel that power within you. Feel that vibration within you. Hey, Krishna Gopal Hare, Hey, Dina Daya Hare, Hey, Krishna Gopal Hare, Hey, Dina Daya Hare. तुम करता तुम ही कारण तुम करता तुम ही कारण हे परम कृपाल हरि हे दीन दयाल हरि हे Krishna Gopal Hare. Focus. Focus and tell the Lord, Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything. So many were like me, yet I come out shining. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. Shiva Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Paraveshvara Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Paraveshvara Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Parameshvara
Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Parameshvara
Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Parameshvara
Shankara Karunakara Jagadishvara Parameshvara
Think of your fathers, Ask Lord Shiva to bless them wherever they are. Shankara Karunakara Jagadishwara Parameshwara.
Shankara Karunakara Jagadishwara Parameshwara.
Shankara Karunakara Jagadishwara Parameshwara.
Shankara Karunakara Jagadishwara Parameshwara.
Shankara Karunakara Jagadishwara. Feel a calmness within you. Feel a joy of being silent. Feel that quietude within your whole being. Shut out all extraneous thoughts and only see the light of the Lord. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. सब कोई Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Om Shanti Om. I'm a peaceful soul. Rub your hands together. Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshayamamritati Asato Ma Sadgamaya Subha Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritam Asato Ma
Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Bhakti ke deep jalao.
Bhakti ke deep jalao.
जीवन को स्वर्ग बनाओ.
जीवन को स्वर्ग बनाओ.
धरा से पीड़ मिटाओ.
अमृत रस बरसाओ. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम शांति शांति शांति.
जीवन को नित महकाओ,
जीवन को नित महकाओ,
सब अवगुण को बिसराओ,
सब अवगुण को बिसराओ,
हर संताप हटाओ,
नारायण को हर्षाओ। ओम शांति शांति शांति, ओम शांति शांति शांति।
असतो
मा सद्गमया, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमया, मृत्युर्मामृतं गमया। ओम शांति शांति शांति, ओम शांति शांति।
सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरे, बीत उमर हरि नाम बिना। सुमिरन कर ले,
सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरी, बीते उमर हरि नाम बिना। सुमिरन कर ले।
पलछे पंख बिना, हस्ते दलत बिना। और नारी नारी पुरुष बिना। जैसे पुत्र पिता बिनहीना, जैसे पुत्र like a son without a father, जैसे पुत्र पिता बिनहीना, जैसे पुरुष हरि नाम बिना।
सुमिरन कर ले, सुमिरन कर ले, सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरी, बीते उमर हरि नाम बिना। सुमिरन कर ले।
Coop neer bina, like a well without water. Denu cheer bina, like a cow without milk. Dharati mega bina, like the earth without water. Jaise tarovar, jaise tarovar. Tarovar is orchard, like an orchard without fruits. जैसे तरोवर फल बिनहीना, तैसे पुरुष हरि नाम बिना।
सुमिरन कर ले, ओ सुमिरन कर ले, सुमिरन कर ले, सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मना तेरी, बीते अमर हरि नाम बिना। सुमिरन कर ले। सुमिरन कर
Deha naina bina, raina chalra bina. Like a body without eyes, like the night without a moon. Deha naina bina, raina chalra bina. Mandira deepa bina. Like a temple without a light. जैसे पंडित Veda Vihina, like a Pandit who does not know the scriptures. Jaise Pandita, and there are a lot of them like that. Veda Vihina, Jaise Purusha. So is a man who's without God, he's like that. This is a beautiful.
सुमिरन कर ले ओ सुमिरन कर ले हाँ सुमिरन कर ले सुमिरन कर ले मेरे मनारे बीते अमर हरि नाम बिना सुमिरन कर ले
Kavacha Abheda. Beautiful. Kavachaya Veda Vipra Guru Puja. See, when my father had put me up to read first Bhagavad in Annandale, I had just come back from my halfway studies, medical studies in Jamaica. So he said, oh, you go read. So he put me up to read. At that time, we didn't have much of a loudspeaker. And nobody play for you. You got to sing yourself. Whatever tune comes to your mind, you sing. So that is why I can sing without anybody. Nobody has to play for me. People think they got to play for me. They don't play for me. They got to play for other people, not for me. Kavachaya Bheda Vipra Guru Puja. So, what's that, George? You agree with that? You know that? No harmonium in those days? There was no such thing. That's what the days of yore. Kavachaya Bheda Vipra Guru Puja Yehi Sama Vijaya Upayana Duja. Today, if you don't have mic, some Pandit can't read, because you can't hear the voice. But those days, there are 1,000 people and there are no mics. 1,000 people, and ask George, I don't know if you get dementia, but if you remember, he will tell you that in those days, there were no mics. 1,000 people. Not me, my father. I heard my father reading. But it both his father and so forth. So all these amenities come. And as the amenities come, we become lazier. Right, boys? We don't walk anymore. You know, if you want to go to the corner, you got to drive. People don't want. I see young people coming up in the elevator. So I said, why are you going up in the elevator? He said, because it was there. I said, okay. I said, suppose it stopped halfway. And you can't go up or down, and you can't come out. What do you do? You'll be sorry? So, anyhow. So today I'm going to talk about dementia. What's the cause of dementia? And I'm going to leave with you a word today. I just want to know if anyone of you have heard this word before. Cognoscopy. You have heard of colonoscopy, right? Yeah. You have heard of cystoscopy. Cystoscopy, when they look at your bladder. Colonoscopy, when they look, gastroscopy, when they look at your stomach. Now I'm going to talk to you about cognoscopy. Has anyone ever heard that word before? Cognoscopy? A peep into your brain to try to prevent you from getting dementia. Do any one of you here knows family who has dementia? Like one person got it and another person got it and another. There's a family The whole family will get dementia if they live that long enough. All that I wanted to talk to you about today, because this is in 2060, it is forecasted there will be 50 million people with Alzheimer's in the United States alone. 50 million with Alzheimer's. So it's a big statistics, and I don't think there are any one of us here today, sitting here, who do not know a person or persons that have suffered from dementia. And sometimes it's happening younger and younger. So dementia is caused by damage or loss of nerve cells and the connections in the brain. This is what dementia is. And what I would like to, this confusion is when people are demented, they are becoming confused, and it's called Alzheimer's disease, or vascular dementia, or Parkinson's. All these are all part and parcel of the same, it's a big word, neurodegenerative disease. Is that too big? Neuro, brain. Degenerative means it is getting older, and it needs to be repaired, so is degenerating. Neurodegenerative diseases. And all this come under the same thing. And there are some factors, there are 12 factors that influence this Alzheimer's disease. As you get less education, you don't read up about what are the causes, and even some of us who have education I don't think any of us go and read up about Alzheimer's, because we don't have it, and we see someone with it, and we feel that we will not get it. So what we do? We do not read up about it. But these are some of the causes of Alzheimer's: hypertension, alcohol, if you take more than 21 drinks a week, obesity, next, smoking, depression lead to Alzheimer's, social isolation. You better believe me, social isolation, because people do not know how to live by themselves alone. You can be alone, but don't be lonely. You are only lonely when you cannot read, when you can't interact with the world outside by yourself. You don't have, it's a nuisance to have people around you sometimes. So it's best to be alone. Many people, although they are with family, they would like to be alone. But they are in such a janjal, they can't be alone anymore. They've found themselves in this net, and the more they try to be alone, the more the net tightens. I want you to look at diabetes and IR. IR is? Huh? Because you know, insulin resistance. I would like you all to understand that when you do an HbA1c, which is a test of your blood sugar, an average over 3 months, you all know all that. Everybody, HbA1c. Hb means hemoglobin, because the sugar lives in the hemoglobin. The hemoglobin lives only for 120 days, and that is why the test is done every 3 months. You got it now? When you see your HbA1c is going at 5.8, always, although all doctors will tell you, oh, you're okay, no problem. There's a problem. If it's 5.8, 5.9, it's a problem. It means you have excess insulin on board already. When you go to 6, you are pre-diabetic. They say, oh, don't worry. Yeah, still pre-diabetic, you have chance. No. You have to treat it from there. You don't let it go, because then that will take, that diabetes goes to the brain, it comes, and Alzheimer's is type 3 diabetes. Air pollution is one. Next. So how do we prevent? The most important thing that gives us dementia is something called inflammation. Back home, we are told information means pus. That's an old Guyanese term. Oh, you got information, right? You remember that one? You got information in that, oh, you got pus. No, no. This is inflammation. Inflammation is when like you have dermatitis is an inflammation, for example. Once is an itis is an inflammation. Colitis is an inflammation of the colon. Gastritis is an inflammation of the stomach. You want to not to. Inflammation is the most important thing that causes Alzheimer's. And to clean up inflammation, you undergo what is known as autophagy, which I've spoken to millions of times. And I want to speak about it again, because autophagy means self-eating. Autophagy occurs when the old cells are destroyed by the body of itself and taken to the liver. And this only occurs by intermittent fasting. And when you're fasting for at least 18 hours. And the reason why some people go to beyond 18 hours, some people go for 24 hours, some people go for 48 hours, some people go for 72 hours, just drinking water. Just drinking water alone. And this, if you want to clean your body, you know, when we were back home, you know how our mothers used to clean our bodies? Castor oil. Castor oil and Epsom salts. And cascara. If you ever had cascara, your belly, oh my God, it kills you. And when they do it, as soon as the school is over, cascara. And as soon as the school is about to start, cascara. Which is so bad, because what it does, it destroys the bacterial flora, which should not happen. So, the main thing to clean the body is autophagy. Next. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Big word. When you do pranayama, this has been biochemically proven. This is not what them say. This is biochemically proven. When you do pranayama, you will feel your mouth will salivate. And when your mouth salivates, that saliva during pranayama is producing BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which helps your brain. See, our sages and saints, they were masters of all this. They were masters of medicine. They were masters of surgery. They were masters of everything. You know what is the only wrong thing? We don't know about it. And if it comes from Harvard, oh, Harvard said so. Or Mayo said this. Mayo doesn't even know about this. They know about BDNF, but they do not know that pranayama can increase your BDNF. This is how great our culture is. Next. The brain needs fuel, and the fuel for the brain is either glucose or ketones. But the best fuel for the brain is ketone, because ketone can repair the brain cells. It was taught 25, 30 years ago that the brain cannot repair itself. You will see some people with a stroke. They have a stroke, and as time goes on, if they do some of these things, you'll feel they'll get better and better and better, so much so that some of them get completely better. Some of them don't, not all. But this is because of the brain. If you can feed the brain ketones, it repairs the brain cells. That's too much. No word on. Next one, please. That's it? Oh. You missed that. Oh. Oh my God. Okay. So now, what is cognoscopy? I told you all about cognoscopy. Cognoscopy, can you wait until I finish talking? Sir? G, hello. Please, when you come late, was observed the decorum of the temple. So, cognoscopy I told you about. We must try to find out in ourselves whether we have the potential to have Alzheimer's. And there's a protein in our body, it's called I didn't give you that? It's called APOE3. It's called apolipoprotein. Apolipoprotein. You can measure this. If you measure this and you have apolipoprotein times 2, then you must know you have a high chance of getting Alzheimer's. You can check it, it's a genetic test. You can check it in the rest of your family. And if they have it, APOE3, you can look it up on the internet if you want, if you're interested. Or if you're not, if you're not interested, then that's fine. APOE3, I thought I had put it on the slide. Anyhow, it's called apolipoprotein. And if you have that in your body, depending upon how it is there, you could be rest assured, if it's very high, your chances of getting Alzheimer's is high. So, if you know this, like how you do colonoscopy in your 50s, you do cognoscopy in your 40s. I did not know this. This is new to me. I just read up about this, but I said I will share it with you. You don't have to know this. All you have to understand for me here today is there's that something in your blood that they can check. I don't know which lab has that, can check to see whether you have the tendency to get Alzheimer's. So if you have the tendency to get Alzheimer's, what can you do? Well, many things you can do. You can prevent gut inflammation. Gut inflammation comes when you change the bacteria in your gut. I've talked about this before. There are certain things that kill your gut bacteria, like antibiotics. They kill your gut bacteria. Toxins that you imbibe from outside, lead, mercury, people who eat fish. There's supposed to be a lot of mercury in some fish, I don't know. But anyhow, fish and so forth, this can all destroy your gut flora. Do not drink cathartics. Cathartics made to, like Epsom salts and all. This destroys our gut flora. The gut flora is so important. I told you this before, and I want to tell you again, that people, when they get colitis and they are at death's door, they get fecal transplant. They take the feces from some person who has a healthy gut, and they give an enema to those people, and it helps the bowel. But these are, I don't think you have heard about this before. You will not hear this from your doctors and so forth. These are very difficult. This has, sick kids are doing it. McMaster doing it. Only in special cases. Because it's not everybody can do it. There are sometimes, I will tell you this, you're going for a lunch. I should not tell you this. Because if it'll upset you. It doesn't upset me. But if they don't get the feces on the bottom, they get the feces on the top too. If the gut is that bad. And it changes the flora. So how can you prevent the Alzheimer's? You prevent it by not to have inflammation. Whenever a pill goes into your intestine, the intestine take it and put it to the liver. Because the intestine is saying, I have never seen this thing before. This is something foreign. I don't want it, throw it to the liver. And then the liver look at it, and the liver says, oh, this is terrible. And you have heard something called the leaky gut? No? When your gut leaks, it causes lots of inflammation. And what causes And what prevents gut leak? The things that you all don't like and you don't get at Vishnu temple is a healthy what?
Diet.
Salad. Not dal and roti and aloo, which is spoils up your gut flora. So someone says, why don't we serve salad? I said, nobody will come then. Because everybody that comes here, they look forward to the roti and the dal and the aloo. But please, if you have to eat it here, eat it. But tomorrow, eat salad. Okay? Eat salad in the morning, salad in the afternoon, salad in the evening. Salad, good night. Salad, salad, salad. Don't eat too much of fruits. Fruits have lots of sugar, it has fructose. Another thing that causes inflammation is soda and juices, canned juices, bottle juices, apple juice. And if you go to any luncheon or business place, they have all these things. Apple juice, right, Bullish? Your big shot. Orange juice. They don't have fruits. They have all these juices. And people they don't go for the coffee and tea. What do they go for? Juices. Don't drink any juice. It's bad for you. Don't drink any pop. It's bad for you. Yet Pepsi-Cola shares are going up. But there you are. So please, you can find out whether you have a tendency to have Alzheimer's, especially if you have it had it in your family. You should look into it and take care and don't have any inflammation. Eat broccoli. Eat, what do you call it? Brussels sprout. Eat, the things that you don't like. Huh? What?
Apple cider.
Apple of itself is good to eat. The apple with the skin. Do not eat the apple without the skin. The skin has the pectin in it, and this is important that you must eat it. Some people say, oh, you got too much wax on it. Wash it. Eat the wax, but eat the skin. The skin is important. Certain fruits are very good for us. There's a fruit back home, it's called gooseberry. In Hindi, it's called amla. Amla? You know what is amla? Amla, no? Yes. A small little fruit. Back home, it's called gooseberry. Everybody from Guyana knows what is gooseberry, right? You grow in the bush all over the place. Now you can't find gooseberry. Where the gooseberry was, there are houses there now. So this is life. I think we have said what we should do Gita Dhyanam now, and then I want to finish it. Okay, Gita Dhyanam. Om Pathaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavatam
Narayanena Swayam
Vyasena Gratitan Purana Muninam
Madhye Mahabharatam
Advaita-mrita-varshinim Bhagavatim
Ashtadashadyayini
Amba Tvam-anusandadami Bhagavat
Gite Bhavadveshini
Namostute Vyasa-vishala-buddhim
Pullarvindayata Patranetra
Yena Tvaya Bharata-taila-purnam
Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipa
Prapalla-pari
Parijataya
Rotravetreka-panaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita-amrita-duhe Namaha Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dugda Gopalanandana Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Amritam Mahat Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru Bhishma Drona Tata Jayadratha Jala गान्धारलीलोत्पला शैलग्राहवती कृपेण वहने कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामा विकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी श्रोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तका केशवा पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगण्डोतकम् नानाज्ञानककेशरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पीपीयमानं मुदा भूयद्भारत पङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंस्यं श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुता स्तुन्वन्ति देव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपरक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः.
Chapter 2, verse 67. Indriyanam hicharatam yalmano nuvidhiyate tadasya harati pragyam vayurnava vivambhase Indriyanam vicharatam yalmano anubidhiyate tadasya harati pragyava vayu vami bhavam vase vayurnavam ivam vase Indriyanam vicharatam yalmano nuvidhiyate tadasya harati pragyanam vayurnavam ivam vase. Ambasi means water, navam means boat, vayu means wind. These are the main words of the shloka. It says, Bhagavan is telling Arjuna, Indriyanam hicharatam, just as how a strong wind can sweep away a boat on the water and take the boat to various places, and the boat can crash into the ground or crash into rocks, etc. It's just like how that strong wind can take away the boat. Similarly, O Arjuna, when a man focuses on one of his senses, one only of the senses, when he focuses a lot on one of the senses, that sense can take him away, just like how the strong wind can take away a boat. Similarly, the sensuous nature of us, focusing on one of them, can take us so far away that can lead to our destruction from time to time. That is why we must what? We must have that Atmanigraha, control over the senses. Control over the senses is a defense against things like these. If you want to be spiritual, you have to try to have that calmness of mind and Atmanigraha. This will control us. So we are going to do Hanuman Chalisa, and then we are going to wrap up. For today is Father's Day. हमारे राम जी को राम राम
कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान निज मन मुकुर सुधार जो नायक बल चार सुमिरो पवन कुमार
विद्या देहु मोहे
हरु कलेश विकार हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर
जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर
रामदूत यतुलित बल धामा
अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा
महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी
कुमति निवार सुमति के संगे
कंचन बरन विराज सुवेशा
कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा
हाथ वज और ध्वजा विराज
काने मूज जनेऊ साजे
शंकर सुवर्ण केसरी नंदन
तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन
विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया
सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा
विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा
भीम रूप धरि असुर सवारे
रामचंद्र जी काज सवारे
लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए
श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए
रघुपति के रे बहुत बड़ाए तुम मम प्रिय भरत सब भाए
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
सास बदन तुम रोज गावे
अस कई श्रीपति कंठ लगावे
सरकारिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा
नारद शारद सहित यहीशा
जब कुबेर दिगपाल चाहते
कवि को बिन कई सके कहाते
तब उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना
राम मिलाए राजपद दीना
तुमरो बल विभीषण बंदा
लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना
युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु
लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानो
प्रभु मुद्रिका मिल मुख माहे चरण लागे गए अचरज राहे हनुमान जी हनुमान जी हनुमान जी
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान
दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते
सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे थे
राम द्वारे तुम रखवारे
होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे
सब सकल है तुम्हारे शरणा
तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना
आपन तेज सवारो आपै
तीनों लोक हांकते कापे
भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे
नाशय रोग हरै सब पीरा
जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा
संकट से हर बार छुड़ावे
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान हमारे राम जी को राम
चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा।
है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा,
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे।
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे,
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता।
असबर दीन जानकी माता,
राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा।
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा।
तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे।
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे,
अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाए। जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाए।
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान। हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान।
और देवता चित्र धरई।
हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करई,
संकट कटे विजय सब पीरा।
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई।
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई,
जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई।
छूते ही बंदी महासुख होई।
जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा।
होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीशा।
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा। की जय नाथ जय महदेरा।
हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान। हमारे राम जी को राम राम कहियो जी हनुमान। सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान। सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान। सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान। सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान।
पवन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसाओ सुरभूप।
सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान। सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान। सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 सीता राम 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 हनुमान।
पवन सुत हनुमान की जय. On Sunday is Hanuman Jayanti for, yeah? That is Sunday, the following Sunday is Hanumanji's Jayanti for us. I mean, he was consecrated that day here. So for us, that's his Jayanti. So we're having a 3 days yagna for that. Outdoor, June 30th, July 1st, finish Sunday 2nd. 3rd of July is Guru Purnima. We'll have Abhishek to Balaji on that day at about 9ish. Okay, anyone sponsor that Balaji Puja? Okay. Next. Today's Priti Bhoj is sponsored by Karamjit and Rachna Prashar and family. They have done the Balaji Abhishek today. Lots of beautiful flowers they have put. It's very expensive to do that. But they've done a wonderful job. Let's give them a big round of applause for the great work. Karamjit is a real great supporter of our temple, like all of so many of our devotees, but we value his support, especially during our yagna, and he has done a lot of work for us. So, Karamjit, I hope you're happy with today's puja, etc. Our annual outdoor Bhagavad is Friday, July 21st. Not very far away. We do it for 10 days this time, not 7 days. I don't know why. I'm getting older, they're making the Bhagavad longer. Outdoor Rudra Havan is on Monday, holiday Monday as usual. International Yoga Day is on 21st of June. 7:30 in the morning at the Peace Park, we are going to have yoga. And in the afternoon, they have 2 sessions of yoga. But that day is also a golf tournament. You'll hear more about that next. Give your dad a gift this Father's Day to encourage him to be active, support him to do something for himself while he does something for others. Register for the Toronto Marathon Waterfront. Sign up. Run for dialysis. Next. Okay. Today, I will ask Dava to say a few words about the golf or whatever. So he's doing a lot of, he has been working very hard on the golf tournament. And the golf tournament is raising, all its proceeds is for the dialysis clinic in Guyana. And for those of us who are in Guyana, we are opening up a new dialysis center in Diamond. This is what, June? In July, by the middle of July, it should be open. So people who are in the Diamond area, East Bank area, West Bank, a little bit of West Coast, Linden, and all those places, they don't have to travel to Georgetown or to Annandale. They can have their dialysis there. So there'll be 4 centers we'll have. But I must tell you, before Dava talk about the golf tournament, and the reason for it is this. Professor Ingram was there with me about a few weeks ago, and there were 20 patients he saw, which needed dialysis 3 times a week. But these patients, together with the government's help, they can only afford 2 times a week. The dialysis for 2 times a week. And he insists, that is Professor Ingram, because, here is 3 times a week. Because there are lots of things here. So he insists that we must do these 20 patients. We have to give them the 3rd dialysis. So I wrote the board replied back to me, so I just told the CEO, give them 20 dialysis for free. He said, Dr. Dubé, this is going to cost us money. I said, money किस चीज़ के लिए है? हाथ के मैल है, दे दो. Because if we don't give them, they would not be healthy. They would not be able to go and work. These are people who can work, but because the 2 dialysis is not enough for them, because it depends upon the individual, right? So we have to give them 3 dialysis. Where the money is going to come from, God knows. People like Daman and so forth. Daman.
Dr. Dubé, my dear friends, brothers and sisters, I greet you today in the name of Lord Krishna. I'm happy to report the weather will be good, very good on Wednesday. The tournament is completely sold out. We've collected almost all the monies. We had to cut 1 or 2 teams who were not up to date as to our standards in getting us names and getting us monies on time. These things happen in real life. We're hoping the tournament is celebrating my mother's 86th birthday, which happened early in the year. The proceeds are going to the dialysis center in Guyana through the Vishnu Mandir. We're hoping at the end of the day, when everything is said and done and properly accounted, we're hoping to make somewhere between $60,000 and $70,000. And that, it was an easy sell because, firstly, not a question of boasting, my mother attracts a special crowd. And the cause, the dialysis center, when people hear about the work that the temple is doing in Guyana, it's an easier sell. So Dr. Dubé, congratulations on what you are doing. And from 4, hopefully you'll go to 5 and maybe 6 centers in Guyana. I know you cut into my time, but do I have a time to tell a little story?
Short one.
Short one. There was a rich family in India. They only had one.
I like this story business.
Yes.
Yeah,
because when I go down to the kitchen downstairs to eat, they ask me, do you have a story for next week? So I have to come prepared.
Okay, all right.
There's a rich family in India. They only had one son. Very bright boy. Just before he was going to university, he started slacking off, not paying attention, getting distracted by other things. So the father called him in and said, "Son, what can I do to motivate you?" He said, "Dad, I want one of the fancy cars, the most expensive cars." So father said to son, "Graduate with the best honors that you can get, and I will buy you the car." The son started applying himself, got the highest marks, and after graduation, the father presented him with a beautifully wrapped Ramayana. And on top of it, he said, "I hope your education continues." The son, so disillusioned and angry, he did not, in his mind, get the car. He was so upset, he moved away from the village where the family was living, had no contact with his father. Father, unhappy that his only son moved away, went into depression, shortly after died. The father sent, a message was sent to the son, "Come and do your father's final rites and give the eulogy." The father left a note for the son. "Even though you graduated, you did not get a real education, because in the Ramayana, at the back of the Ramayana, there was the keys to the car that I promised you. Clearly, you did not open the book and read it." Ladies and gentlemen, never judge the book by the cover. Read it. Thank you all very much.
That was better than the green car.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to close now. Sitaram, Sitaram.
Sitaram.
Shri Radhe Govind, Bhaj Ban Shri Radhe.
Radhe Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajuman Shri Radhe.
Bolo Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe.
O Radhe Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Radhe.
Shri Radhe Govind, Bhaj Ban Shri Radhe.
O Radhe Shri Radhe Govind, Bhajuman Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe,
बरसाने में
Radhe Radhe,
बरसाने में
Radhe Radhe,
विष्णु मंदिर में
Radhe Radhe,
विष्णु मंदिर में
Radhe Radhe,
राधे राधे
Radhe Radhe, 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 Rad राधे 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 राधे
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, सद्गुरु देव की जय। ओम नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव।
सर्जन विसर्जन तुम्ही विश्व करता, तुम्ही विश्व ज्योति में हो प्राण भरता।
तुम्ही काल के काल हो शक्तिधारी,
स्वीकारो स्वयं वंदना अब हमारी।
दया धर्म की मन में ज्योति जगाओ,
जीवन पंथ मेरा प्रभु जगमगाओ।
हरो पाप मेरे, भरो मुझे मोह माया के सागर से तारो,
मेरे काम और क्रोध को नाथ मारो।
अहंकार मेरा हरो शक्ति दाता,
अहंकार मेरा हरो शक्ति दाता,
मेरा कोटि कोटि हे वंदन विधाता,
मेरा कोटि कोटि
हे वंदन
विधाता।
ओम नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव. I wish everyone again happy Father's Day to everyone all around, and especially to Prasha and his family. They have cooked beautiful food downstairs. Please participate. Aarti.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे।
भक्त जनों की संकट, दास जनों की संकट, क्षण में दूर करे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे,
जो त्यावे फल पावे, दुख बिनसे मन का।
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे।
कष्ट मिटे तन का।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण ग्रह में किसकी।
स्वामी शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी।
तुम बिना और न दूजा,
प्रभु बिन और न दूजा।
आश करूं मैं किसकी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर।
तुम सबके स्वामी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
मैं मूरख खल कामी,
मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी।
कृपा करो भरता।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, तुम हो एक गोचर, सबके प्राणपति।
स्वामी
कुछ है तेरा,
तेरा तुझको अर्पण,
तेरा तुझको अर्पण,
लागे मेरा।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
त्वमेव माता च पिता, त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा, त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं, त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ द्यौः शान्तिरन्तरिक्षगुं, शान्ति पृथिवी शान्तिरापः, शान्तिरोषधयः, शान्तिः वनस्पतयः, शान्तिर्विश्वे देवाः, शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वगुं, शान्ति शान्तिरेव, शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वरः, गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। बोलिए महालक्ष्मी विष्णु जी भगवान की जय।